Everybody, it's another bomb draw bomb. Shit. Fuck, I fucked up.
Start over. Wrong. Start over.
I'm kidding. I'm okay. Let's not do that.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was here for it. I actually thought that was pretty funny.
Oh, thank you. Well, I cut it off. It was funny, but then I'm not making the joke drag on. Which is actually against what I usually do. Yeah, because you would
never do that.
I would never do that, this is unlike me, actually, to cut the joke off and
wow.
not do the thing.
Growth. We're witnessing growth here, people.
Wait, you don't like when I do that?
I don't know. I do like it. It's the signature. It's the signature Ian Newton flavor that we've come to expect.
Truly, it's a war of attrition, and I'm going to make you laugh eventually.
I think it's funny about half the time, and when I don't think it's funny for different reasons. It's funny because it's not funny. Does that make sense? Is that a thing?
No, I get that. That makes sense. Yeah. I'll take it.
All right, take it.
All right, folks, it's another episode of Bomb Draw. Ah, fuck! I did it again. Start it over. Shit.
Start it over.
God damn. I've regressed. Fuck.
I honestly felt like that joke went on a little long.
Ah, man. I hate that. Shit. Well, everybody, welcome to Bomb Draw.
DrawBomb.
I didn't. I'm not going to do it that time.
No. Guys, don't worry. I'll wrestle the show out of his hands if I have to. I'll take the gun away.
Oh, he's done it. He's done it. Don't bully. Don't think he's lying.
I am not lying.
It's another episode of DrawBomb. There we go. I got it this time. It's the show where
8th time's a charm.
Yep. Brandon, how you doing?
I'm doing really good. I'm happy to be here. I've had kind of a busy week, and today was rolling around and I was doing like errands and stuff, and then suddenly I was like, oh shit, it's DrawBomb this week. I somehow wasn't even. Usually I'm like thinking about it all day that I know I'm doing this later, and today it snuck up on me a little bit.
I woke up and thought it was Sunday for the longest time till right before I left for work. Essentially, I was told that it was actually Monday, and I was like, right.
You work Sunday and you work Monday, correct? So it doesn't really make a difference.
Yes,
it's better that way. It's bad when you think it's the wrong day and the realization makes you have to go to work when you weren't expecting to. That's a bad feeling that I've experienced.
That sucks.
You're like, wait. I've had it where an alarm goes off and I'm like, what the hell is that for? Then I'm like, oh shit, I have to go to work today. Fuck. That's the worst feeling.
That's the worst feeling. Oh my god. Gosh. Anyways, Brandon, without further ado, just so I have something to draw, do you want to start off with a bomb draw? The actual thing.
I would love to start off with a bomb draw.
The thing that's been fucking me off since the start of this episode. I put
you said it right this time, but you were talking about something different.
I was in fact. But I have it up on the screen.
Let's do it.
Do you want to go first or should I?
You go first. I think I went first last time.
Cool. Here we go, folks. Wait, let me get my soundboard queued up. Oh shit, wrong button. Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, I'm supposed to do the thing. Yeah.
Wait. An embodiment of Clockwork Truss Bridge.
Wow, that would be a no hesitation skip for me. But you're a different guy than me, so I don't know. I'm gonna see what you think.
I'm heavily considering it. I'm trying to think if I have an idea in my head right now.
I don't even know what a truss bridge, what that would be.
A truss is, I don't know what necessarily makes something a truss bridge, but I know a truss is like a sort of support structure for a bridge. I think it's like those sort of under the bridge arches. If I remember my real civil engineer videos
so it's bridge
correctly.
related.
It's definitely bridge related.
I trust that you'll choose the right thing.
Hi, yo. Okay, trusses are those overhead like nice. Those overhead structures, you know, that like
On a bridge.
yeah, do you know what I mean? Like the ones that kind of come
those
up on the sides real high.
Yeah, I know those things.
That's a truss bridge. Yeah, I mean, and a clockwork one sounds I'll do it.
Is that different than a suspension bridge? The suspension bridge is like the Golden Gate, right?
Yes.
Truss bridge. I want to see what this
It's worth
bad boy
looking
looks
up.
like. Show me
They're
this
pretty
bridge.
cool. In terms of architecture,
Oh, it's kind of
they're
like
pretty
it's. So a truss bridge is kind of like what you. It's like what a train goes over, and it's like
neat. Yeah.
kind of like it's like that poly game, like you're building truss bridges.
Exactly.
Kind of. Okay.
I forgot what a truss was
Understood.
specifically, but because I confused it with a different kind of thing. But yeah, a truss bridge. I'm gonna do it. Fuck it.
Wow. Interesting. Okay.
I'm taking a gamble, man.
Hey, I'm all.
All right, let me see here. Are
Namaste.
you ready to? Wait, let me just paste my thing into the. 1 second. What were you about to say?
I was gonna say I'm ready, but
Okay.
you let me know when you're gonna launch it.
Uno momento. Yep. There we go. Like this drawing. Who is this guy, by the way? Is this Waldo?
I don't know. He's a guy. That's what he looks like nowadays. You know.
Yeah.
What, you'd expect he looks the same? That was so long ago. He was
Yeah,
a young
he
man.
aged.
He's a grown adult now.
Yeah. Those books came out like in the 80s?
Yeah, this is the titular Wally or Waldo, depending on where you.
Oh yeah, 87. Huh. Where's Wally? True. That's what they call it everywhere else. I don't know why they'd change the name, although I gotta say, Waldo kind of has a nice ring to it. I don't know.
Waldo
man.
hits.
Waldo hits.
Yeah, it's weird that they would change to Waldo because Waldo's not really like an American name.
No, it's still a weird.
I think
ass
that's a
name.
European name
Wally's
too. It's almost more European, I feel like.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe to make it more unique. I don't know.
Foreign
man.
sounding.
Let's look it up.
I mean, a unique name will like stick with you. Like it'll like, you know, it makes him feel more like a character. Like if it was just like, "Where's Chris?" Like no one would give a fuck about those books.
Yeah. Let's see.
No
I'm
offense to the
looking it up.
Chris's out there.
You know, Chris, we see you. Just want to let you
Yeah,
know.
I know
sees
where you're
you.
at already, and I'm keeping my distance.
Yeah. All right. I have
Who are
the
you,
answer
Chris?
from Reddit on why.
Why they changed it?
So,
Okay.
according to this Reddit user who has deleted their account since 9 years ago,
The Waldo
but-
people were not happy that he leaked this.
That's right,
That
they
he's a
took him
Waldo
out.
truther.
he says from the Where's Waldo wiki, when the Hanford first designed his leading man, he named him Wally, a shortened form of Walter or Wallace, but commonly used in Britain as a slang term for a somewhat spacey person. However, the American publishers of the books felt the name would not resonate with the North American readers, so when the book was finally published in 1987, the character was renamed Waldo. Okay, so it's just a dumb, pointless executive decision.
I like Waldo though. I like it better than
Waldo.
Wally.
Yeah,
Granted, if I
That's
lived
'cause
in
I'm
the
used to
Wally
it.
universe,
yeah.
it would I would probably be saying the same thing. So I don't know.
Exactly.
It's used to it. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
The answer.
In fact, as an example, when I was a kid, I knew him as Wally. So when I moved to the States as a child, 8 years old, and my dad took me to a bookstore a week or two later to replace some of the books we had to leave behind, moving is really expensive, especially internationally, I went looking for Wally. With no luck, I remember asking the cashier for help, and in my little kid Aussie accented voice, "Do you have Where's Wally?" She looked at me like the biggest idiot in the world and told me she didn't offer any help or suggestions that maybe I was looking for Waldo. I left that Borders heartbroken and had forever lost my friend Wally. Then 23 years later, they filed bankruptcy, so I felt a little better. That story was less, I feel like, relevant
About Waldo.
as it became more of a personal grievance as I continued that.
It really
paragraph.
was.
I thought it would be more interesting. Okay, anyways. Are you ready to spin that wheel?
What'd I get?
Is a thief who steals harbors.
As in a place where a boat lives.
I guess so, yes.
That sounds fun, but I'm curious what else is in that bag of yours.
Okay.
Spin that
Woo!
wheel.
Wow. Is a lover of stations. I don't know why it
Thief
starts
of
with
harbors,
is
a lover of stations. These, I feel like I'm writing a poem here.
right.
Give me one more.
We're getting some weird ass prompts tonight. I'm glad I
Give me one more spin on that wheel.
Wow. Oh my gosh. The myth that never faded about Sky High Descendant. God, I gotta really tweak this code. Are you taking it?
I'll take it.
Okay.
I don't have a good
this.
way to screenshot that unless you screenshot it for me.
I'll put it in the draw pile for you. Don't you worry. All right. Wow. Okay.
Myth that never faded about the Sky High Descendant.
I feel like with
Is
these
that
prompts, until I improve
A religious thing?
bomb draw, you can feel free to disregard the weird ass like setups the prompts do until I like get those tweaked into something more reasonable.
What do you mean by that?
Like I have it set up so like it says like the myth that never faded about blank, and I don't know why. I don't know how it created that or why I typed that wherever I did. Clearly it doesn't work.
Okay.
And I do want to, you know, I'm going to fine tune this thing and the options it presents.
Sure.
As time goes on. So until I've got this thing, like, I feel like in a state where every prompt is going to be at least somewhat understandable or reasonable, you can feel free to disregard like the myth that never faded about and just do like a Sky High Descendant.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, that's kind of how I do it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna disregard my part where I write an embodiment of, cause like what, like do I draw a person that's a clockwork truss bridge?
You know, I think these things are up to our, you know, opinion, or well, it's up to we can take the title and do whatever we feel like with it.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Feel free to just wing it.
You want to hide BM Chaps 1?
You are,
Because I'm gonna draw here.
You are hidden. I have hidden the chaps folder.
You don't have to hide the whole. Oh yeah, we're hiding each other's stuff, right? But I was just saying BM Chaps 1 specifically. It was where I had that Waldo drawing. I just didn't delete it.
Oh, what you should do.
I guess
is
I could delete it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
I mean, you could also just reduce its opacity because it is going to show up in like the main DrawBomb. Like,
and it's gone.
Oh no.
Good call.
Okay.
No, I did what you said.
Oh, cool.
It's gone visually.
I love it. And then if we want to bring it back, if you want to take a screenshot of it or continue working on it, you can do that.
Whatever, yeah. Then it exists.
Yeah.
We got Leviathan Den in the chat.
Oh,
Leviathan Den.
I'm gonna get rid of this bomb applet on the.
He says, "DrawBomb, I'm a man. Maybe I'm a DrawBomb man who's in the middle of something that he doesn't really understand." Wow.
Interesting. Wow, you really laid it out there.
That's deep.
Yeah. Man.
Maybe that's true. There's no way to know for sure.
Yeah. Leviathan Den, how you doing? Glad to have you here. Brandon, glad to have you here. How's your week been? Have we done that conversation yet? Have we done the how's your week been conversation?
No, we have not.
Wow.
It's been good.
Good. I'm glad
It's
to hear
been good.
All right. Wow. Glad we got that.
I have more to say.
Go right ahead.
It's been good. I've been feeling productive. I know it doesn't really matter when a new year starts, but there's something about that line in the sand that makes it easier to like kind of like start doing something a little different. So I've been trying to like make more stuff, get more stuff done.
Hell yeah.
It feels good doing that.
Glad. Nice.
How about you? How was your week?
My week's been decent. I mean, I'm just chilling. I mean, the world's on fire, but I'm chilling.
Yeah. World's on fire. How about yours?
Exactly. Hey now. But I'm just chilling. I've also been working on stuff at the start of every year, not like by intention, but I kind of realized it was happening for the third year in a row as I was doing it, that I sort of start the year off by kind of going like, in terms of drawing, just going back to the basics and practicing drawing like shapes in a 3D space, and then like moving on to try and draw like 3-dimensional looking figures and things like that. Really trying to sort of go back to the basics and practice the fundamentals, because I feel like that's what ultimately makes a person better at art, is really getting a firm grasp on that sort of thing. So
agree. I should go back to school too, not actually, but like mentally.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I really enjoyed is Line of Action, I think is what they are called. They're like a figure drawing sort of like website where they have like a thing where it's like class mode, where they'll set it up where it'll change the picture of like the figure or whatever every 30 seconds or 5 minutes, or they'll have like it where it like kind of does it short and then like moves on to longer drawings over a period of time that you set, which is really cool if you want to do a more traditional sort of classroom figure drawing practice. But what I like to use it for is just its gallery of like good dynamic poses and like varying body types and figures. It has a good like database of like photos of like figure drawing study photographs and things like that. People in like different costumes to practice, like various costumes, but just like cool camera angles, good figure drawing study poses and artwork. Like it's generally sourced from people who have contributed on purpose, and they also sell like photo packs, which I haven't bought because like the website itself is good. But one thing I like that they added is they added like photographs of like geometric shaped blocks stacked and arranged in different ways, which is like really good if you want to like really figure out if you're missing something when you try and draw something that looks 3-dimensional. That's like a great, very basic sort of way to get into it. Like before you move on to drawing figures and stuff like that, it's good to draw geometric shapes and try and make those look like they exist in 3D space. So that's what I like when I have been practicing my drawing and stuff like that, or just drawing this week. That's mainly what I've been doing, is drawing those geometric shapes, and Line of Action turns out has a very nice database of photos of those as well. So that was very convenient for me. And I've just been practicing that when I draw, because I like I said, I like to get back to the basics every once in a while and like practice that to make sure that like my knowledge of the fundamentals are firm, especially if I haven't drawn in a while. And I realized that this was like the third year in a row I was doing it, not by design, but it just happened to be that at the beginning of the year, as you said, you sort of consider a fresh start in a lot of ways, and that was kind of my thought process.
I like it. Should really do some more like some like studies and like, you know, still lifes and like figure drawings and things like that, because that's something I haven't dabbled in a long time. And
Yeah,
it's so noticeable how, if you're like doing it regular, it's so noticeable how much it helps and affects you in your work.
yeah. I've included the link.
I haven't done it in a long time.
I've included the link to the website in the chat. It's a very good website. I highly recommend people check it out. And yeah, I
will
recommend it.
I've been I've been like firing out commissions, getting back into that because I got a little bit slower with that over the past couple months. So I've been getting back into that and completing some stuff, and also been doing some drawings for fun,
Nice.
which I don't. A lot of times, DrawBomb has been kind of like my only like outlet of drawing for fun outside of just in general lately.
Yeah,
you know,
you get busy with
so I'm
stuff.
trying to do it other times too, and I've been doing some stuff and really experimenting with like line weight and the coloring the lines and stuff, and I really like the couple pieces I made. I don't know if you've seen them.
Have you been posting them on like Instagram or something like that?
I have.
Okay, I have not, just because I'm not on. I just
Post
don't
them in
use
here in a little
Instagram.
bit. Yeah, that makes sense. But I'll post them in here in a little bit. But
Sure, yeah, I'd love to see those.
I've just been having
That's the
fun
big
with them,
bummer
and I'm
about-
really happy with how they came out.
Yeah, that's the one bummer about quitting social media, is there are obviously accounts like yours that I do enjoy and miss. But gosh, I'm just so happy I'm off social media.
Yeah,
It's just,
I definitely am off most of them, or at least the like super toxic ones. Instagram, I think, is a little bit easier to. There's certain ones like Instagram or TikTok.
Instagram was the last one I quit.
There's some toxic shit, but you can still kind of can hone it in, like what you engage with. Well, you can kind of see a direct result a lot of times.
Yeah,
on the content you get.
Instagram was like the last one I quit because it was the last one that I sort of enjoyed, but I don't know, at some point I was just like, no.
All that stuff takes like a toll.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I just sort of,
but yeah, I've been on there. I've been trying to post again a little bit, which I hate the idea of doing social media, but I don't know. I'm just trying to get out there a little bit again with my work.
Yeah. I have a Blue Sky that
stopped.
I posted on 3 times over the last year and a half, I think. And they're all posts about That's a Shame, podcast on streaming platforms.
I'm not on Blue Sky.
Yeah, I considered trying to get into it. I made like an account, and then I was just like, I just can't. I don't want.
Yeah. It's a bad time over there. Unfortunately, you kind of need it for certain things, but
yeah.
I do want to, as this year goes on, I'll say this quietly because I don't want like somebody to like buy it. But DrawBomb.com isn't available. No one owns that.
Oh my god,
we should get that. I don't know what we'd use it for, or if we should, but that might be something.
I would love to
practice. I've locked down the coffee website, which we could use to sell stuff potentially, or as like a Patreon-esque platform.
Yeah,
I don't know. But either way, some options. I would just like to
I agree with you. Hell yeah.
The DrawBomb corner of social media and stuff. The personal social media, that stuff, whatever. But the DrawBomb, I think it'd be nice to like work on promoting it in some different ways.
I agree.
So I'm gonna try that this year.
Cool. I mean, I know I've just made a big spiel about quitting social media, but if I can help in any way, let me know. I would love to. I don't want you to have to like take on that burden. You know.
No, it's all good. Yeah. I mean, we each do our things. Like you carry a lot of the weight, or all the weight when it comes to, like, the YouTube. So I wouldn't mind helping out with something else.
Well, shit. I mean, I appreciate it, man. That's awesome. Hell yeah. I'm super excited about that. That sounds awesome. Yeah, just let me know what I can do to make your life easier on that.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Cool.
I was thinking of going in and honing in the Discord a little bit too, because I would like that to be a more like a thing I engage with. Right now, it feels, when I look at our Discord right now, it feels a touch like bloated. I feel like we could like
for sure
clean it up just a touch and make
Yeah.
it more like, so people, when they go there, they know exactly where we want them to post stuff, and just make it like intuitive.
Agreed.
So I might go in there and do a
You're
little bit of that as
absolutely
well. Yeah, I don't know.
Cool, man.
I just
Hell yeah.
wanna. I get burned out on that stuff, but then it's been long enough that I'm unburned out again, so I'm ready to get burned out again. That's what I'm saying.
Yay!
Let's get back out there
Let's
and
do it, man.
find out why I hated it before.
All right. Let's subject ourselves to this experiment. But sick. That's awesome, man. I'm psyched about all of that. That's yeah.
I think that could be cool. I don't know.
Pretty cool.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. I finished my Seinfeld notes at work yesterday.
Nice.
What did you think of the episode? Just, spoiler.
Let me think real quick. Okay, it was Jerry with the hot girl and George with the nose job. It was good. It really like kind of hammers in some tropes. I think this is maybe the most of a piece of shit George has ever been.
It's pretty bad. You're right.
And it's kind of cementing that character more, I think. An episode like this is showing like his extreme level of selfishness, superficialness. And we'll save it for the pod a little bit, but I thought it was good.
Cool.
I like it. It definitely feels. It's not an episode that I will, that like goes down in like my top episodes, but it definitely feels like Seinfeld very much.
Yeah,
so everybody's doing what they should. Every character's doing their thing.
Yeah. I agree with you. I did feel like this was like peak George sort of behavior this whole episode. Yeah, I liked it. That's all I'll say.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Trying to figure out how I'm gonna bring this joke home. Leviathan Den says, I thought today was Sunday. I was unprepared for DrawBomb. Wow, it's you and everybody else. I also was confused by that, and Ian was as well.
Did we?
Maybe today isn't Monday.
Did we
possible?
Did we just warp? Did we do a Mandela effect?
So
Oh shit!
we Mandela'd.
Oh my god! What? It's different
We
now.
Nelson'd.
What? His name's Jeffrey Epstein.
It was the whole time.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Wow. Just wow. We're terrible.
I watched a movie last night.
Oh yeah?
It's not that, it's probably like half a year old at this point. But it was Ari Aster's movie, Eddington. You heard about that one?
I can't say I remember it.
So Ari Aster did Hereditary, which is a awesome
Still have to
but
see
very messed up and strange horror movie. In this movie, which is not a horror movie, but in some ways it's horrifying, it's basically like a modern day Western, but it takes place during COVID shutdowns.
Oh.
And it very much is like a lot of social commentary, but at the same time, it doesn't feel preachy because you're seeing, there's literally like every group is being represented.
I know about this movie. I know what movie you're referring to now, but sorry, continue for the audience's sake.
It has
I know what you're talking
Joaquin
about now.
Phoenix and Emma Stone and Pedro.
One person described it as like the bummer one battle after another.
Yeah, it is a bummer movie for sure. But it's really really kind of fascinating because like to be as like on the nose socially as it is, like you couldn't make like this movie. Sometimes you watch a movie and you're like, is this gonna still like make sense in 30? This one's like so specific that it's gonna look like watching an alien, like a movie from another dimension, I think, in the future. But to be so on the nose about all these things that are like hot button items. I think they did it really well because every single character, whether they were left, right, center, or whatever on whatever issues were being discussed, they were all like bad people, and they all were like basically all of their
Opinions
social ambitions
selfishness
came from bad motivations. So it was kind of interesting to see that, and I don't know, it was done really well. I liked it a lot. It's very weird. I'm gonna say that. Feel bad movie. Certain people are gonna be triggered from a rough time in their lives by watching it, because it's very like, a lot of it I'm like, oh yeah, that's shit was fucked up in 2020 and 2019. I forgot about how weird it was. So there's a lot of that, and then also it's some people who don't understand nuance or satire are going to think it's like, this is about my opinion, you know. I like, sometimes when I finish a movie that's weird, I'll go read what other people think about it, and I saw quotes from both sides where people were like, the guy who made this film's on my side essentially, even though there's characters on both sides.
Right.
So don't, if your brain is very malleable, maybe don't watch it.
If everything becomes like a left versus right sort of like thing instead of just like a societal thing.
Yeah, just watch the story and take in the characters and their motivations, and don't get lost in your own political opinions. And I think it's an enjoyable movie. Gotcha.
Well, there you go. What would you do? You want to rate it? Do you want to just like say recommend?
I have a hard time rating movies. I don't know. I need to build a scale, and that would help me like quantify it. But like, to just throw out ratings, I always struggle. I don't know. If 5 is I feel nothing and 10 is it's the best movie ever, I would give it a, I don't know, 7.
Okay. So you liked it?
I liked it a lot. Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. That's a good sign. I think it was well made. It's pretty weird at parts where like the trajectory of the movie, I would have never predicted it in 100 years. Like the way it ends, didn't see that coming. So it's a strange movie.
What's preventing you from giving it an 8?
Good question. I don't know. All right, I give it a 10. Just kidding. What is preventing me? I don't know. It's very like, it's a little heavy.
Okay.
I mean, it's like also like a dark comedy, but it's like, let's put it this way. When we finished the movie, I'm like, I said to Morgan, I'm like, I love that, but with how crazy the fucking world is right now, I don't think I would have put that on if I knew what I was getting myself into.
Gotcha. It's a little bit too real in a way, almost.
It's very based in the world we're in some ways. It's a little heightened, but I don't know. It took me back to a dark time. And
right.
We're in a dark time right now too.
Yeah, we certainly are.
I don't know. I liked it. I think if you can understand the nuance, it's a really, really good movie.
Okay.
So I enjoyed it.
So it's a 7.
7.5.
7.5. I think that's fair. It's compared to
I think
based on what you said in my personal rating system, what you said describes a 7.5. I feel like to me, I can see.
I think maybe the reason I'm holding back on going higher is because it's in some ways a hard watch and also a hard recommend to certain people. I'd have to really know the person to even recommend it.
Right, in case they're gonna like try and punch you out the next day.
Right, like I don't know how. I saw a quote on Reddit. Granted, it's Reddit, so yeah, but it was funny. Somebody was like, "This movie's not just a movie; it's a documentary about." And it's like and they were like praising the main character, even though the main character is like the worst piece of shit ever.
Oh boy.
So I think it's gonna confuse some people into thinking it's like trying to. Some people might misunderstand the message, if there is one.
Right.
I think the movie does a pretty good job of not fully being like, I'm on this side or that side. It's more like, here are these characters,
here are their motivations, here where they stand, here's where each one of them stand on their own political spectrum, and then here's a story that takes place with them. Like it somehow it doesn't end up feeling preachy, even though it's talking about things people feel very strongly about, you know. So I think that's
offering criticisms of both sides. Is it sort of
I think it's maybe poking fun at some of those groups, but it also pokes fun at all the groups.
Okay.
Pretty almost evenly, I would say, which is I think a good thing.
Yeah, because I mean, if you feel like you're only being attacked, you might. I mean, I guess, you know, media literacy definitely comes into play into whether or not a movie is going to read the movie right. But sometimes movies can be an empathy vehicle in a way, like kind of introducing people to certain viewpoints that they may not have considered. So you know, with all that, depending on the person's media literacy, they might learn something from the movie, or maybe like be open to new thoughts or like experiences, and that might take time before that sort of happens. It can be a slow process, and just by thinking on a movie instead of this, that, or the other. Or they can walk away and like idolize the Joker or some shit, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, is there's definitely gonna be people who are gonna watch this and idolize the Joker, but I think the movie does a good job of poking fun equally and telling us mainly the story is like the main thing.
Yeah.
And so characters are just pieces on the board for telling the story.
Okay.
I don't know. I think they do a good job. It's a hard needle to thread to talk about what they talk about and not fully be like a social, like to fully have like pick a side or feel preachy, you know, more so.
Yeah, when a movie feels preachy, it's definitely harder to take anything it's saying if it's trying to say anything seriously. Yeah. It also helps if I agree with it.
Yeah. If you get defensive about anything in this movie, you might have to look within.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, maybe is it, I guess one thing I would say is, are the criticisms it's offering fair?
I think so.
Okay. Cool. Well, I think that's
even about the groups that I would maybe find myself closerly aligned with. I still think the criticisms about those groups are fair too.
Right. Well, cool. I think that's good. I think it's good because I think nobody's perfect, and I think that if you want to create perhaps a better movement, you should be able to take criticism.
Exactly.
Well, cool. I guess that's a non-recommend good movie from Brandon.
No, it is a recommend. Check it out if you're, you know, there's just some disclaimers. You know,
it's a tough
it might not
recommend.
be your vibe. Might not be your vibe, but I think it was good. It's like a dark comedy, so it is like fun, even though it's about like heavy subjects.
Yeah,
potentially to you.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on the person. I liked it. I recommend it.
Alrighty.
I like weird shit though.
Yeah, you fucking freak.
I like my expectations to be subverted. If I'm watching something and the thing I'm not expecting happens, you get a lot of points for that.
Yeah,
this movie does that.
Cool. Well, all right. I mean, if I'm ever feeling like I'm in the mood, like here's the thing,
relive COVID.
I classify this movie sort of in the same place I'd classify like West Wing, where it's like when I can believe in like a functioning government again, maybe I'll be ready to watch West Wing and like, you know, have that sort of like be able to tolerate that very hopeful spirit that the show seems to have. But until then,
movie's not hopeful.
Yeah, no, and that movie, I feel like I would need to feel at least some hope for things before I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna watch that, and put myself in that headspace before I feel like I'm gonna watch it, you know. So that's sort of where I feel like I'm definitely down to watch it at some point, but the world's got to be in sort of the world's got to, you know, do some exercising before I feel like I'm ready.
That's true. It was, like I said, if I kind of known what I was getting in for, I probably wouldn't have watched it, even though I really enjoyed it. I just wasn't the mood.
Right.
you know, I don't want to spend all day doom scrolling and then relax with watching a movie about that same shit.
Exactly.
Basically what it was.
Yeah.
Leviathan Den says COVID was 6 years ago, just so we know how fast time has gone. That's wild.
In my
COVID
mind,
did a very real thing to me where anytime I'm calculating, it doesn't happen as much now because now we're putting a bigger space between us and COVID. But when COVID was fresh,
COVID,
we were just on our way out. I realized I kept doing this thing where I was like, that was 2 years ago. And somebody was like, no, that was 4 years ago. I'm like, oh, and it would happen consistently where that 2 year block was just somehow like deleted from all my measurements.
Interesting.
I'd be like, oh, that was 10 years ago. And somebody's like, no, it was 12 years ago. Like that would keep happening over and over where I just like, it got deleted from my brain a little bit, I think.
You're mentally blocking it out. You've redacted it from your mental calendar.
I redacted it from the timeline, basically, is what I was doing a lot of shortly after.
That's interesting. In my mind, I have what I call pandemic time, which is not like something I have, but like my mind has that in my lexicon where if you have like a lot of time to just fuck off and do like play fucking Diablo for 10 hours a day or something like that, you got pandemic time. Like that's sort of like for weeks, like you have to have like
the measurement.
Is like you have to have it for like a couple weeks of just pure fuck off time, and I call that pandemic time in my brain. Like I don't know why. If you just have like an extreme amount of free time in my head, it becomes pandemic time. And if I could ever say that, if I were to ever just like say a thought where I'm like, that person's got pandemic time, no one would understand what I mean.
It means something to you.
It means something to me because like that's what I felt like we all had during the pandemic, was just like, oh shit, everything's shut down and we have to stay inside or die. We got pandemic time.
What was I gonna say? It might be gone now. I don't know. We'll swing back to it if I think of it.
All right. Have you interacted with any Oh yeah, you already said that. You just told us about
Eddington.
Anything else? Is that it? Is that the only thing? Come on, Brandon. We need something for the show. I didn't watch shit.
I think before that was Begonia, but I talked about that last week.
You did, yeah. I didn't do shit.
I watched an episode of Seinfeld.
I watched an episode of Seinfeld too. We're not gonna talk about it here. I guess I can say. Did I talk about the little
things to talk about?
What was that?
I thought of something after you.
You remember the game that came out like 13 years ago called Little Inferno?
Yeah. Yep.
So apparently in 2022, as like a 10-year anniversary thing, they released a DLC of the game that's like Christmas themed. And
right.
I was showing Gianna Little Inferno, and I saw that there was Christmas DLC. So we finished Little Inferno, and then we bought the DLC for $5. And turns out it's just playing Little Inferno again, but there's an extra catalog that's got Christmas related stuff, and there's about 50 extra combos in it, which is fine actually, because it's fun anyways. It's still fun. So we've been playing that, and also the plot is almost the exact same, except instead of sugar lumps, your neighbor sending you messages, it's a kid named 8-Bit Nate, who's like a elite hacker, gamer, etc. A goofy character, who kind of goes through a sort of Christmas Carol-esque scenario through his letters, obviously. So we've been playing that. It's pretty fun. Can't complain. It's a good time.
I feel like you guys played it wrong. It's probably supposed to be like, hey, you remember this game you played 10 years ago? Well, here is like a slight refresher. It'll make it fun to play it again.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, you completed it this week, play it again, but now with Christmas items.
That is exactly what happened. It was meant to just kind of be a way to play the game again after so many years, and if you wanted sort of like a fresh sort of play of it. But we weren't aware of that when we bought it. But I'm not mad. I mean, we're still having fun with it. Like it's
supporting
still,
a developer.
Yeah, it's a fun game. So we did that.
Cool.
Yeah.
You might have seen this, but right now on Steam, there's a sale that's like detective games, and it's all like things like the root trees are dead and like a whole list of them. So maybe go look at that before that's gone.
I just bought
Seems
a new
up
one
your alley.
called The Seance of Blake Manor, I think, or something like that. I'm looking forward to streaming it. It's supposed to be kind of like Blueprints, but a bit different with its like time mechanic.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that.
It's supposed to be really good. I'm excited to play that on stream at some point.
Excited. I love watching my friends stream stuff.
Oh, me too.
So I'm always trying to encourage it. Like, do more of that.
I missed you guys playing Resident Evil 6 the other night.
That's the other thing. That's the thing that I said I was gonna. You know, I said I'd have something after this.
Oh yeah,
That's the
well,
thing
what a perfect segue.
It is a perfect segue. Resident Evil 6. We've started it again, but this time we're actually gonna play it more than once. Maddie F and I.
Nice.
Because we're playing Friday at 8.
Whoa.
So if you guys want to tune in, plan for that.
Hell yeah.
We'll be doing it.
Cool. Do you have puppets set up for it, or are you guys just playing it?
No, we're just playing it. I didn't make puppets for that.
Good. Because that would be a lot.
Could, but yeah, I didn't.
Yeah. That's fine. You don't got to go all out.
I don't know. That game's got a lot going on. I don't need to add any visuals to it.
True.
WoW was a good one to do because not much going on the screen.
Yeah. There's literally 2 screens going on at once in 6, right?
No, I mean, we each have our own thing, but we've been co-streaming it, which is cool. So if you're on Matt's stream, you're getting one angle. If you're on mine, you're getting the other.
Gotcha.
It's pretty cool. So far, we're doing the Leon story. It's the first one.
Okay.
Miss Leon. I'm very, very excited for Resident Evil 9 to come out in February. That's a day one purchase for me.
That's February? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, coming in hot.
I can't keep up with these releases, man.
And I know, like our cup runneth over for video games.
Seriously,
you know,
I'm still trying to get time to play Clear Obscure.
I know, right? You gotta set aside more time for video games, man. What are you doing?
They're so important. What are you doing? Working on learning to code and like make games?
I think fun is important.
Yeah, fun is important. I need to make more time for fun for Ian.
Ian, you don't have enough fun. But anyways, I like it so far. It's definitely like they wanted to like make it more actiony than the previous games. So they've added all these mechanics, like you can do dive rolls any direction. I don't know if you remember that from when we played the first time. You can dive on your back and shoot. You can dive on the front, dive to your sides. For some reason, there's a lot of like wrestling moves implemented. If I run up, I can run up and bulldog a zombie from behind, grab their head, and just slam it into the ground,
which can't be good for a zombie apocalypse. Like if you're running, like if you get their blood in you through a cut or anything,
we still play by the rules that if you get bit, it's bad, right? Because straight up, my character ran up to a zombie and did that thing. I don't know the wrestling names, maybe you know, but that thing where you grab their head and then you pivot up and your body turns into a plank and you spin around their head and then you grab their head and drop them.
Oh yeah, I think it's like called the.
I did that to a zombie in Resident Evil 6.
Like a thunder kana or something like that.
It's spinning your whole body, doing like a breakdance move around the bitey part of the zombie, like acrobatically.
Yeah.
Just to tackle them. Like ultimately, that's all you're doing. Spinning doesn't add anything except for style points. Seems like a bad move.
Yeah.
If you die when they bite you. Just my 2 cents, you know, not that anyone asked.
I was Hurricane. I think it's called a Hurricane Rana. One sec.
Hurricana or
Hurricane Rana.
Okay. Well, that's in the game. And hell yeah is, you know, don't get me wrong, we're not mad about it.
Yeah.
But it's strange. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff. It's a very like action focused, which is fun, but it's also, you know, there's lots of versions of Resident Evil. There's these scary atmospheric walk slowly down a hallway and a shambling zombie walks out and then you have to shoot it with your 2 bullets. Or you're doing wrestling moves on a zombie.
Yeah.
You know.
It might not be called the Hurricane Rana because I'm watching these videos and it's like half of the move, but not all of it. Sorry, I'm distracted by these hurricane ranas now. I'm very sorry.
It's okay. But the game's fun so far. I'm enjoying it a lot.
It really got
fun to play
shit
with
on,
Matty
but
F, and then
watching
it did.
You guys play the first time, and I watched my friend Steve and Will play it on their own streams, and it looks overall like a fun experience. Like, it looks like a less stiff Resident Evil 5, and Resident Evil 5 is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I like 5.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I've played a lot of them. I haven't played them all. I don't really know. There's a bunch I wouldn't be able to even like touch on a tier list because it's either been too long or I just never played them. But
right.
I've played a lot of the big entries, I think.
Resident Evil tier list. Now you've got me thinking.
I don't think I could do it. I don't think I've played enough of them recently enough to.
I mean, our Disney list was pretty.
Yeah, I'm worried that it would be that way where I'm just like skip.
I have a lot of opinions. I mean, I could fill out a tier list, and that's fun for me.
Yeah, well, we could try it,
but not for you, maybe necessarily. So, you know,
it'd be fun. I sometimes wonder how fun it is to watch if I don't actually. It's hard to give my opinions when I haven't played a lot of them. You know.
I think you'd be surprised maybe in how many. I mean, look, in the grand scheme of things, there's a lot of Resident Evil properties. Maybe we'll have to like probably skip a bunch of like the filler. There was a lot of like filler Resident Evil games for a long time.
Yeah. I've played 1. I've played 2, the remake. I've played 3, the remake. I've played 4. I've played 4 VR. I've played 4, the remake. I've played 5. I'm playing 6. I've played 7 and 8.
Did you play Raccoon City Chronicles?
No.
What the fuck, man? We can't finish up this tier list.
I don't think I played Code Veronica, and I don't think I think there's a few others I haven't played.
I played Code Veronica. It's pretty good.
I don't know that I could rate 1 because it's been so long since I've played it.
I could rate it, but I don't know if I'd be able to give the most firm opinion on it. But I feel like you listed a bunch of Resident Evils. I think it's worth doing a tier list.
More than I thought, I guess. But I think that's like half of them. Even though I listed, if you pay attention to the numbers, it's like I listed them all. But I still think I'm missing like half of the games.
There is a lot of filler. Again, like if the Raccoon City Chronicles games might be viable, I don't know. But a lot of them are just like light gun shooters or like stupid shit. Like I think what we've got is a fair amount, and like we might even find more as we're doing the list. Who knows?
And a lot of those I've played the remakes, but I haven't played the originals. So that's a thing too. Maybe I feel like you'd want both of them in the list.
Maybe we can play we can throw the movies.
I'm excited about the new movie.
Oh, that's right. They're doing a new movie, aren't they? It's from Zach Krager, yeah.
I think it's an original story from what I've heard. He's not doing like a, Chris Redfield or Leon Kennedy story.
Okay.
Which I think is better, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. The Resident Evil story is goofy as balls. Like,
true.
Shit's dumb. However, you could take the bones of it and make a solid movie, especially the first game. You could make a solid movie out of that first game with the right tweaking of how things move along. You could make it work. I'd love to see that.
Go ahead.
That's it.
Oh, I also think the movie might. I'm just thinking this now. I hadn't thought about it before. What makes Resident Evil good? It might have a little bit of that Fast and Furious thing going, where it's like it needs the schlock to bring it home. And maybe I'm not realizing that.
Absolutely needs the schlock.
So if you make just like a
7 and 8 were good. 7 was good without necessarily being schlock. It was schlock in some ways, but overall 7.
I think those have schlock in them too. It's good schlock.
8 has a lot more schlock, but 7.
I'm not enjoying it ironically, but it is like kind of campy anime coded, like Akira's zombie monster. Like the performances always feel a little schlocky to me, but in the best ways.
7 feels like it's trying to pull from Texas Chainsaw a bit more. I think
Sure. Yeah, that's true.
So
it is definitely doing that.
Feels less schlocky, but there is schlock in there. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's a whole like playing a Saw segment like in the game.
And when I'm talking schlock, I mean like, so the opening to 7, cinema, like so atmospheric, so amazing. And I'm not saying the game gets less good, but it does change tonally into kind of like I mean, suddenly there's the little ghost girl and there's like these giant monsters and
I agree.
The dad turns into that big like like you're shooting the eyeballs like you do in every game, and you know,
up until you
the
escape
daughter turns into the weird like crystal version of herself, and like it gets into that weird like Resident Evil stuff we're familiar with.
Yeah,
but the opening, goddamn, so good. Walking into the house, that opening like hour, so fucking atmospheric and good.
I would say the first 2 houses are almost perfect. Like going to the first mansion and then like having to like avoid that guy, and then like the fucking brutal ass chainsaw fight you have with him. I think that's all great. I think the bug house with the grandma, the grandma, she's less scary. She's got bugs. The bugs are scary though, and that's cool. And then like there's some cool stuff happening in there. So like, you know, that part's pretty great still. And then the Saw segment is cool, but it gets a little goofy because the character who's putting you through the Saw stuff is like a goofy. He's starting to get anime
silly little guy.
He's a silly little guy. He's a little gremlin ass character. And he's kind of a misfire in terms of what character I think would have made that kind of continue the proper vibe that the game had built up until that point. And then it kind of goes off the rails from there. But it's all still a very fun game. I mean, overall, it's a 10. I think that game's a 10 in my mind. I like it that much. What were you gonna say?
I might agree. Well, I like to call things cheesy, and it's not necessarily a dig at them because I like cheesy stuff. Sure. So I think that's important to state because I'm not taking away. I just think sometimes things get a little silly with it, but I like that, and I'm willing to like step into the world you're building, even if everybody acts kind of wacky. But I think that game does. Resident Evil tends to do this thing, especially in like every one since like after, I don't know, 2, maybe even after just 1. They do this thing where it starts very serious, and then they kind of, as the game gets a little more like actiony and silly with it, the tension is broke, and then you're like, I go from like tiptoeing through a place to like now I'm running through because I'm like, okay, I kind of know what I'm dealing with now. I'm not gonna get scared anymore like I did in the beginning.
Definitely. I feel those every Resident Evil game also, the plot starts out fairly contained and it just has to keep up in the ante, and so shit just gets crazier and crazier until the very end. I feel like 7 and 8 I feel like managed that progression. I feel like 8 really managed that progression really nicely in particular.
I loved 8.
8 was so much fucking fun. 7 was more of a horror game. 8, as you mentioned, like you told me, you properly sort of prepared me for it, but for like 8 is a lot like 4 and how it becomes more of an action thing.
Absolutely.
Which I thought was going to bum me out more than it ended up doing, because I thought 8 was still a fucking awesome game. But I think still love 7 just a bit more because it is such a proper, like, grimy, scary game. It's like it was such a good horror experience for a game that I have wanted other games to be able to live up to. I forget where I was going with that ultimately, but yeah. I like 7 more than 8 just because, but like 8 was so much. 8 is also a 10 in my opinion. 7 and 8 are both 10s in my mind. I
think 7's a better like contained package, but I think 8 maybe I had a little more fun with just because there's just more meat.
Yeah,
there's a little bit more. There's varied things you do. Takes you so many different places.
I love
7. I think.
Sorry, go ahead.
8 couldn't. 7 walked so 8 could run is kind of how I feel like. I still think 7's a better maybe game, but 8 is like, because of what 7 was, 8 is able to kind of like do some really fun stuff.
Right. I think that's fair. I think 7 is good and it progressed fine, but I think the progression that you go through of a game in 8 is super fun. I like the way it blocks off certain routes from you and then makes them accessible to, and then points you in that direction in order to like continue the story. And I like how they like sort of guide you through areas that are familiar to get you to the new areas. I think they do all of that. Like you could study the level design in 8 and you would learn a lot, I think, if you were a game developer. So I love how 8 progresses. So yeah, I get that. Like it does a lot more. Like it goes bigger in a good way. Like it goes bigger and it feels like it does it well.
So 9, you probably know about this already.
Yes.
It's actually what inspired me and Matt to get back into it. But Leon's coming back.
Yes.
And they're doing this cool thing where instead of choosing Resident Evil's kind of gone down these 2 timelines of like, or the 2 different roads where they're like, it can be 2 very different things. You can either get the very atmospheric, survival horror, or you can get the action game. Both of those exist in the same franchise.
Yeah.
So this game has 2 main characters as far as we know, or more, but at least 2 that they've announced. And when you play as the one, you're getting the one type of game. When you play as the other, you're getting the other type of game. So
interesting.
I don't know. I think it's cool that they're doing both, but it'll be interesting to see
if they can
how the tonal shifts feel going
That's
from one to the other.
2 games, and like it'll be interesting how they pull that off. Like if they'll, because like the thing is, like, you know, Resident Evil 2 remake, for instance, and I think Resident Evil 2 proper had the option to play as either Leon or Claire, and they
both have a portion of the game. I think, don't you play as both of them either way?
No, when I played as Claire, I didn't play as Leon.
Oh, you get 2 different. Okay, you're right. I played them both because they're both worth playing.
They're both worth playing for sure. But like what I'll say is that they both offer ultimately a very similar game experience, but with like some key differences, and like key events kind of change, but you're still playing on like the same map, kind of solving some of the similar puzzles, but like maybe with some clues changed or some item placements like swapped. So I'm curious how, like, if that's the route they'll go with this one, or if they're going to be 2 truly like different game experiences.
That's true. I didn't even consider that. It could be a this or that.
It could be like, okay, so for instance, the BioShock Infinite DLC that takes you back to Rapture, that is more of the proper BioShock survival horror because they make the ammo more scarce. They change, like in BioShock Infinite, you could only hold 2 weapons at a time, and you had like so much ammo of those weapons, but it was a lot. Whereas in the BioShock DLC that puts you in Rapture, you can hold all of the weapons, but the ammo you can carry for them is more limited, making it more and you're scrounging for it more, making it more of that survival horror sort of vibe that the original had. And that's just a matter of like changing how many weapons you can carry, and like, can you, like, okay, so for instance, in Resident Evil 8, you have most of the game where you play as Ethan and you're scrounging for survival, you're fighting with a knife or a pistol, and like you're really, like, it's more actiony, but you're still like survival horroring, like trying to survive. And then they start putting you in the like shoes of Chris, and you have like this fucking automatic machine gun that like blows a werewolf in half with 2 taps, and like you've got grenades and this, that, and the other, and like you're just like a powerhouse. And it's like they become 2 different experiences. Like you're truly playing as 2 different characters. Playing as Chris Redfield in that little snippet that they have you do that in the game feels vastly different than playing as Ethan, and it's just a matter of like, you know, your equipment and like what's available to you. So they could do it that way. So who knows? It's a lot of speculation I'm doing right now.
Did you ever play the DLC of
I did.
7? There's some weird ass ones.
There are, yeah.
Did you play as like a Cajun uncle who like comes in and like punches everything to death, and you're fighting alligators, and you get like a robot
7,
fist?
Did you say?
7.
Oh, I'm sorry. I played all the DLC for 8, but I never played the DLC for 7.
Oh, 8 only had the one with the daughter, right? Wasn't
yeah,
that good? It was fine.
You're right. It was fine.
Finished the story, but it wasn't that like it wasn't that exciting to play. And the story, I didn't care that much about.
It felt like a rehash. Like it felt like you were playing parts of. It felt like you were playing a best of highlights clip of 8, but just like with a different character. So like it was like a little different, but you were just playing key moments from 8 with a bit of a different veneer around it.
Third person. I did play through 8 in third person. That was pretty fun. Recommend if you're ever looking for a nice little twist on the game.
Yeah, I forget what I did.
You played it through first person, but I don't know if you replayed it.
Yeah.
Anyways. Real quick, Leviathan Den says, I'm excited to get the Forest Boys back together. I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, that looks intriguing.
Forest 3 drops in like 6 years or however long. But it looks, I like how it's like tonally, it looks
super different,
like a fully different thing.
It looks like it looks like a Predator Badlands game.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. I still gotta watch that too.
Yep, highly recommend.
That'd be a good palate cleanser after that movie.
Yeah.
How's your drawing coming along?
So it's been a complicated drawing. Very geometric. But I am currently working on the final line art, and then coloring it, I'm gonna make it a lot of just the same color. So I'm almost done.
Not to put any pressure on you.
Oh jeez. I'm almost done. Just give me a little bit. God, quit hurrying me.
No, take your time. I just was letting you know what's going on.
I know. It's okay. I'm not feeling rushed. Not yet.
What else? Yeah.
I've been playing RV There Yet. Have we talked about that on the show?
We haven't. Okay. I want to play more with you guys. I had fun joining in the one night.
You have a file going that we can continue playing. We beat this one part of Zach's file, which is the same map. We beat it thinking that it was like the end of the map. But no.
There's more, and they just added a new map, didn't they?
They did, yeah. And it looks like a easy game to make just new maps for. I mean, the new map has like new enemies and things like that, but overall it seems like you could easily, like, a lot of it is just based on like the RV physics and trying to drive it around, and that's a lot of fun in exploring these houses. So once they have they have assets already made up and ready to go, it's probably easy to put together new content for that game, I have to assume.
Probably. But
they should.
I don't know, it was fun. I would like to play more with you guys at some point.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah. It's a fun little friend slop game.
Yes, it is.
Use that term.
It's interesting that term has sort of caught on.
I feel like a lot of them, some of them are very polished, but I think a lot of times they're just like little indie games with like kind of like semi clunky mechanics, and but I think the deal is like they always sell them for like
$5
cheap,
to $10,
and so you can get a group of friends to buy the game.
Yeah, I enjoy Peak. I enjoyed
Peak's great.
Content warning. Lethal Company was a lot of fun.
Lethal Company a lot back in the day. I'd even be interested in maybe checking it out sometime to see what it looks like today.
Me too. I've enjoyed every friends. What was the other one? Repo.
Repo.
I've enjoyed every friend slop game I've played. I haven't felt like I've wasted my money.
Yeah.
So.
No, me neither. I mean, you think about like, what's the cost to like go to the bar, or go to a movie, or go bowling with your friends? Like, do something like this is kind of the same or cheaper, and you get, if you even just get like 8 hours out of it, you've already got your money's worth, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a good excuse to hang out with your friends, even if you can't like be there physically.
Exactly.
So yeah, I love a good friend slap.
little friend sloppy do. A couple other things I'm excited about game wise. So Resident Evil, that's a big one.
Of course.
Can't wait. I only buy like brand new game maybe once, maybe twice a year, and that's one of them that I will get the day it comes out.
Yes, yes.
Others, so there's this game called No Rest for the Wicked.
Oh yeah,
which
that's like a Diablo-esque.
is like a but it's a little more story driven. I mean, Diablo has a story, but you know, it kind of feels a little bit more like
ancillary.
All right, here's the light story. Now go into this giant map and fight 2,000 enemies.
Pretty much.
And see what loot you can find. This one feels a teens more like focused, but they're dropping it's really well made, and I played a little bit of it and I enjoyed it, and it was always one of those games where I'm like, I'm gonna get back to that because it deserves it. It's like, seems well made. But they're dropping a co-op update, and I think that would be a good reason to get back into it.
I didn't know it was strictly single player.
Yeah, it was just a single player game, but I think co-op would be really fun. So that's a game I'm excited for. That comes out. The co-op update comes out in, I don't know, 10 days, something like that.
Wow, truly our cup does runneth over.
Does. Leviathan Den says, I want to do more Lethal Company. You're not allowed. You're going to get in trouble. I mean, I bought Leviathan Den for Christmas, a little scary game. It's just a little like, I don't know if it'd constitutes friend slot. Maybe it's like a cheap little game, but you basically have to like, you're doing prisoner intake at a prison.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about, I think.
And one person is working in one room and the other's in the other room, and you talk over a walkie-talkie, and you're basically doing like data entry, and you have to work together. Like one person has stuff to pass on to the other, and the one person has stuff to pass on to the other.
Yeah.
And as that's going on, there are things trying to kill you, and you have to basically like work together. Like, hey, in your room, I need you to like turn the lights off, or in your room, I need you to like lock my door, stuff like that. While you're trying to do this like data entry and like type in stuff.
Interesting.
And it's pretty fun. What is it called? It's called let me look that up. I feel like I should give it a shout out, you know, give it the DrawBomb bump.
That's right. We really move that needle.
It is called Death in Unison.
Interesting.
So yeah. We played it anyways. We started to play it, but we were playing late at night, and something scared Dan, and he screamed and woke up his girlfriend. So
that's so funny.
We had to stop playing.
That's really funny.
So I don't know. Lethal Company might get you in trouble as well.
Yeah, it's possible.
Might be a no-go.
I'm giving up on my bomb draw. I've drawn it. It's fine. It's gonna take forever to color it.
Okay. I mean, it's up to you. I'm not gonna push you one way or the other.
I'm just gonna real quick do one last thing. I'm gonna keep this as a black and white drawing. You know what?
That's fine.
And that's fine with me. Some drawings work as black and white, and it's a skill if you can make it work without color. You know, maybe that's what I'm doing.
You're more talented.
More talented.
You're more talented.
Refusing to color because my black and white and grayscale version is adequate. Yeah.
I kind of got a little loose with my prompt. I took some things from it, but I kind of just did a drawing that I thought would be fun, and I'm okay with that.
All right.
We can reveal whenever you're ready.
I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. Let's jam.
I like yours. It's talented that you left it black and white. I think it took an artistic eye to make that choice.
Thank you. I appreciate that. The underdrawing took most of the time.
It's fun.
I like
and
yours.
It's does some clockwork trusses.
Those are clockwork-ish. Not totally, but
I drew
put gears.
A little sky-high descendant.
I like it. Grandpa, what are you doing up there? He doesn't even look like he knows what he's doing up there.
No, he didn't intend for this to happen.
He drank a beer and I guess he started floating.
He started levitating. Was that one of them Willy Wonka beers that make you float into a fan and get
Willy
fucking
Wonka
chopped up
vibes.
into bits?
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, what would have happened like if they hadn't farted?
Would have died
or burped?
Well, they weren't supposed to drink it.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right.
They would have died.
Yeah, that's true.
They broke the rules.
Yeah. They broke the rules. Now he'll pull out all their pubic hair.
Good day, sir.
You motherfucker.
When I originally drew this, I had time to make this choice because, you know, you were finishing up. But it is worth mentioning. My character at the bottom who was wearing a red shirt, and it looked too much like Fry, so I changed it.
Interesting.
It was giving some Futurama vibes, unintentionally.
So. Yeah, that guy's not.
So now he's wearing purple or blue.
Good news, everyone.
That was the other thing that I noticed that kind of happened when the first thing happened, and I just didn't want all that. Those
you didn't want that baggage.
Associations to take place. Yeah, wasn't what I was going for.
I feel you.
There you have it, folks. We've done it.
That's a bomb draw.
Ian, would you like to take a little break?
I would love to take a little break. I'm gonna come back.
Tiny little bite-sized, tiny little break.
Charizard, is that what's up next?
It's Charizard, which you would think would be a very well-known, easy to draw Pokemon. I might struggle with it. I don't know.
I think I'm gonna struggle.
We'll see.
I always am confident.
There's certain things I know.
I'm confident until I put pen to screen.
Pen to screen, and that's how you do it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Where do I save this? What is this? What does this fall under? This is a
title card / bomb. I guess you had a kind of muddied it, haven't we?
All good. We did that the last couple times, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I like mixing it up. Variety is the spice of life. That's what my grandfather said before he floated away into the sky.
That's why I bought Italian allspices and poured one out in his honor.
Thanks for doing that, man.
Yeah, you got it, man. All right, folks.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Be right back.
Be right back. Hey, folks. How's it going? We're back. It's another episode of DrawBomb. Actually, it's the same episode of DrawBomb.
On screen?
Oh, my gosh.
I just been hanging out here.
No. We actually came back right as I said. Hey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
I happened to get back just in time. I had to.
They saw everything I did. I was reading my credit card numbers out loud. It's the thing I do. It's like a nervous habit. I didn't know I was on.
And your social security number, right?
Of course.
Of course.
You know, they go together.
All right, so it is Charizard now that we're drawing, right?
It is Charizard now.
Okay.
You're right.
So, we talked about RV there yet, sort of.
A little bit.
But not fully. But yeah, for the folks at home, RV There Yet is a game where you have you and your buddies and trying to take an RV home from vacation. And gosh, the road is blocked. Oh, you're coming back?
Is that the lore?
Yeah. And the road is blocked.
So if you beat the game, do you end up in the city or something?
I'm not sure yet, but what I did find out is I looked at the map and saw where we'd gone, and you're spending the whole game driving, and so say your camp is right here. Here, I'll just I'll draw a little map right here real quick.
Yeah, I was about to hide your thing, so I'll wait till after you show me.
So this wasn't going to be on that layer anyways.
Oh, okay.
So the game basically has you sort of taking this route. Basically, this is like a vague sort of representation of it. And you end up all the way here.
Oh, but the road was out where you started, right?
Exactly. So you had to take this whole route to get this way because the road got blocked by a rock slide.
It do be like that sometimes.
It do. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. All right.
Time for Charizard.
I like your little from memory situation you got going on there. I think that's some nice typography.
Thanks.
All right. Charizard from memory. I am not confident at all in my memory of Charizard.
Oh wow, that's a.
Just because
that's more than what.
I've been just proven wrong on all of the other sort of Pokemon.
Well, remember, have fun with it. I know you always do, but like, I think making a fun drawing should be the main priority, and then, details. I think it's a lot. At least I keep talking about this every week, but it's a lot less fun for me to try to just like, if the goal is to just draw the Game Freak drawing, that doesn't sound very fun to me. But to make a drawing of Charizard and try to get the details right along the way sounds pretty fun.
Right.
And they're gonna get more and more fucked up as we go. I keep saying that as well, but I'm really interested to see how some of these like more obscure ones get. Because like if we're gonna struggle with like Charizard, who's like arguably one of the most popular ones, then we're doomed on some of the others.
True that. Yeah, man. Here's the thing. One part of the problem also is that I mostly remember Charizard in a lava pit with his bottom half covered by lava.
Well, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Wow, that Charizard's hot.
He's pretty hot. Well done.
So,
so you're missing some key Charizard elements.
About half of the anatomy, I would say I'm missing.
The bottom half, yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't know how to draw Charizard's penis, is what you're saying. You don't know what that looks like.
That's exactly right. That's because I used the word anatomy. Is that what made you think that?
No, because you said the bottom half.
Okay, fair enough. He's Donald Ducking it all the time, as we know.
Yeah. Yeah, all the other Pokemon wear pants, but Charizard, no.
Nay, sir.
I've been still playing. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go. I have nothing to say. Go ahead.
Well, I was kind of going to build towards me saying I have nothing to say also, but I've been still playing the same games, which is, it's a good thing. It's nice when you don't have to buy a bunch of different stuff and play a bunch of different stuff, but
True.
Or when a game is like, you're enjoyable enough that you keep playing it. But I'm still deep in the Arc Raiders and Stardew Valley hole that I've been in for probably over a month now.
Nice.
It's been fun.
Well,
what were you gonna ask about? Have I watched what?
I was just gonna ask if you've seen like the Stranger Things finale or.
I haven't yet. No.
Okay.
Did you?
Not yet. No. Gianna's been thinking about it a whole lot. She wants to make like a video about it. She wants to talk about it. She needs to get her thoughts out.
I'm curious to see what it is, because okay, so like I know people are like kind of unhappy, and I don't know for sure, but I suspect I was gonna feel that way. I knew that it was gonna end that way. Like it doesn't feel like a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
And that point builds to the other, that I don't think the problems that people maybe have with the finale are problems that are from the finale. I think it's from how the show's been going for a while now, and then it just came to a head. There's no way to like get everything back on track in the last chunk, but I don't know. I should watch it and then have an opinion there.
Yeah, Gianna feels very strongly about it. I can't comment, but I'm excited to see, what she does with this sort of, she's putting it towards a creative sort of outlet, and I'm excited to see what she does with it.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch what she comes up with too.
Yeah. In the meantime, I am interested. I almost like, it becomes that thing where like I'm not like rushing to see the ending of Game of Thrones. I'm not rushing to see the ending. I'm not that
interested.
Like
in the end of Stranger Things. I saw the first chunk of. I see the first third, before they did the two other breaks, and after seeing that, it kind of made me not so interested, and I haven't really watched it.
Yeah,
it seemed like they were leaning into the things that I liked the least in some ways, and I'm like, oh no, I don't want to see that. So right. I haven't been racing to go watch the rest of it, but at some point.
It's like so like my family and we watched the show Marvelous Miss Maisel. Very good show. Some aspects of it that kind of I'm not sure how I feel about, but overall good TV show. A lot of fun. However, apparently the last season doesn't like the final season isn't good. I don't know
I
why.
haven't finished up.
But mom's who we watch as a family. It's me, mom, dad, Zach, and mom was like, "Yeah, I heard this final season sucks," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So we're not gonna watch it.
Oh, at all?
I guess, yeah. I mean, I'll probably watch it on my own, I guess, because I'm a completionist. But
yeah, no, I would finish it at some point.
Yeah,
but it does when I catch wind of that, it does take me a while to like do it.
Yeah, because it's like why am I rushing to be disappointed?
Right.
So yeah, Matty F says, yeah, it became a musical for some reason. Very odd.
Is that true?
I don't think so.
I mean, I think that's what happened
never
in
know.
the second Joker movie.
Oh my god, that's true.
I didn't see it, but
What a wild choice.
I kind of sometimes what makes me like a movie is the fact that it's its own thing, and then as soon as like they come out with a second one, it may not even be bad, and I'm just not rushing to see it because I'm like, oh man, I kind of liked it as its own little thing. That was kind of what made me into it originally.
That's why I haven't watched the sequel to Shazam.
Oh, you're serious? Sorry, my brain.
No, the first Shazam movie was a delight.
No, it's good. You're right. You're right. My brain was thinking Shaq's Kazam, and I was just like, what is this joke? What is he?
There's a sequel to Kazam. I have to see this.
Yeah, actually.
That's why I haven't played Shaq Fu 2.
Those are different entities. Shaq Fu doesn't exist in the Kazam universe, I don't think.
No, because I don't think... Here's the thing. Here's an existential question I've always grappled with, and I've asked you this, I think, multiple times. In a movie where Shaq plays a wizard named Kazam, does Shaq exist? Shaq, the basketball player and actor and rapper and DJ, exist in that movie's universe?
Here's my opinion on this, because I've thought about this for hours.
Because people would be like, yo, did anyone ever tell you look like Shaq? Hey, stop it.
Here's my experience. Yeah, no, I don't. My experience is, or my like, way I deal with this is, unless there's a scene in the movie where like the wizard appears and he like looks at a billboard and sees Shaq, and then he's like, I need to fit in, so I'm gonna like do that thing. Like I think there's a scene like that in Terminator. But regardless, unless there's that scene, I assume this person does not exist, and I'm just gonna suspend my disbelief. We're in a non-Shaq universe.
Okay, that's really weird, isn't it?
No,
I'm not saying you're.
Why is that weird?
I'm not saying you're weird for it. I'm saying like
I didn't take it that way. I don't think it's weird in a storytelling way.
Doesn't that make
not everything has to be set in a world where Shaq exists?
No, but everything does sort of bounce. It's like the butterfly effect, where if you kill a butterfly in like the prehistoric times,
all the other culture that does exist.
Yeah, think about what Shaq did to culture. Do you think
the world would not be what it is today?
Let me try. Yeah, I mean, like, let's think. There's the general commercials that Shaq was in. Those were groundbreaking.
Why was that the example I was thinking of too?
No, that Hot Ones episode.
Look,
there's all those reaction gifs of him going and then looking at the camera with big eyes, and it's very hilarious.
Literally, if you consume any fiction, you're suspending your disbelief in such bigger ways than Shaq doesn't exist. Shaq was never born here. Like, if that's literally where you draw the line, like, no, can't believe it.
That's the hardest part of me watching Kazam.
What to tell you? So, that's a personal thing you're gonna have to work through.
There is that scene in Ocean's 12 where part of their heist is like, hey, you look like Julia Roberts. Let's just say you're Julia Roberts. Hey, you look like George Clooney and Matt Damon. Let's just say you're George Clooney and Matt Damon.
Yeah, see, there's your alternate option, and that's so much worse in my opinion. I think that's such a dumb thing to do.
It's weird.
I think it can be funny, but like it's a weird choice.
Here's what I would do. I would start every movie with when two characters meet, they say, hey, anyone ever tell you
look
look
like
like blank, the actor who's playing whatever character that is? Anytime two characters meet and they're just like, hey, stop that.
He goes, yeah, I hear that all the time. And then move on.
Exactly.
Every movie needs to have that. Hey, for every single actor, hey, you look like Tom Cruise. Yeah, I get that all the time. That line needs to happen in every film.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Let's get that going.
Hey, you look like
I'm
Matt
not
Damon.
him. I am John. I don't know. John Stone, action hero. I'm not Tom Cruise, the very real actor that exists.
Hey, you look like Matt Damon. I don't see it. Okay.
I have one other note.
Okay.
I think yes, they should do that every movie. Where they say, hey, you look like the actor that plays you. And then the actor says, oh, yeah, I get that a lot, but no, I'm not him. But also then the character should say, are you a fan of Shaq, who definitely exists? And then Tom Cruise's character will say, yes, I love the Lakers. Shaq was great.
I think him
have you
and
seen
Kobe
those general
Bryant were the
commercials?
ultimate dream team up.
Yeah. That should all happen. And then after that, I can finally get immersed without thinking about this the whole time.
Yeah. That would really settle it for me. Hey, aren't you who's that guy that's in all the movies nowadays right now? Glenn Powell?
Chris Pratt.
Hey, aren't you Glenn Powell? Yeah, I get that a lot. We just have very oval faces.
But I'm not him.
I'm not.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable request. I think that they should start doing that.
Here's request number 2, okay? No more kid actors. Anyone below the age of 18, you're not allowed to become an actor or a kid or involved in production in any way. It's fucked up too many kids' lives. It's not good. It's exploitative. If you have to have a role played by a child under the age of 18, you put an adult in the clothes and just have them full size and have them act like the thing, and just no one addresses it. So like if you have like a 3-year-old, you have a fully grown adult in like a 3-year-old's clothing going like, "Ooga gaga, I've got to go about party."
I'm a child.
No one addresses it. Yeah.
You just let it go. I think that's a good idea. It could be like those like Hispanic like soap operas where the kids are played by like a grown man with like a little wig and like freckles drawn on his face.
Exactly. Like, or like a In Living Color sketch where it's like in the high school classrooms and it's all like all of the cast members as fully grown adults, but they're just like in a classroom and they're like, we're kids.
Yeah. You should have to say, hey, we're kids. To lock it in for everybody watching so no one's confused.
People have to say it at the screen.
Yeah. Because, audiences get confused and we need to like make sure we take that part out of the equation so everybody can just enjoy the movie or film or whatever.
Yeah.
I think we're,
these are good rules.
I think we got a good thing going here. Matty F says put Shaq into any role to make it better. Agreed. I would remake any movie, but make Shaq take the main character's place. I will watch that movie.
Actually hire Shaq and put him in those roles.
Agreed. Yeah. Let's see. Leviathan Den says, I feel like I should get one of my fancy KBS beers out for DrawBomb tonight. Hey man, KBS is made very close to me, and I used to live in Grand Rapids, so go ahead, pop one of those babies open. Let's see. Matty F says, I want to know every main character's dream starting 5. Zenute says, Charizard from memory. That's right. We're doing our best. I'm struggling with a few details, but I think overall I'm pretty happy with this.
I forgot a whole lot.
See how I feel in the end.
I just now remembered a very key detail of Charizard. I'm glad I remembered.
That he has wings?
No, but you're cheating.
By saying that to you?
Yeah.
Well, I assumed you had that detail. I almost forgot it.
Okay. Then I'll tell you.
So that's why I was guessing.
I'll do you a solid. I forgot that I keep forgetting that they have flames on their tail. You happened to mention flames on the tail last episode, and that's what reminded me to put it on Charmeleon. But I just remember now it's a flame tail.
My tail has flames on it, so we're all good on that.
Okay.
Plus, people are watching this, so I would stick with what I had drawn. I'm doing my line work now. I'm past my underdrawing.
I fucking cheated last episode. You said that you said the flame tail, and I was like,
oh, it's okay.
Right.
It's all right. There's no cheating. It's all fun.
Yeah. Stupid.
You cheating bastard. Matty F says Ian remembered Charizard's huge meat. yeah, that's a key part of.
Put that dick down.
We were discussing Charizard's penis earlier. Funny enough, Ian doesn't know what he looks like from the waist down, so it's all just wishful thinking. I think whatever he did.
So I gave him a real big hog.
Yeah.
That's a big blanket right there. Who doggy?
Make it holographic.
Okay. Now, there we go. I basically drew a pterodactyl.
I mean, he's kind of dragon pterodactyl-y like, right?
I don't know. I don't remember.
If you
anymore.
knew, you would draw him right.
I don't remember anymore, Brandon. I don't remember.
I'm very excited to get into some of the harder ones. Squirtle, I think I'm gonna do okay. War Turtle, I might do okay. He's weird. His choices are strange enough that I think I kind of remember them because I'm like, why did they do that? Why did they do that? It's funny, you call it that, and now I see it that way, but I've always seen it as like little wings or something. I don't know. Not like I thought they were functional wings, but that's how they read to me.
I may be confusing him with a Mario boss.
Oh yeah, that does exist as well. Well, I'm not gonna try to muddy the waters for you.
Put him in a pair of Dockers, says Matty F. Seinfeld joke.
With the, couple guys talking about Dockers.
Yeah. What's with that stupid commercial? By the way, I once again wrote Jerry Seinfeld dating a high school girl joke into my notes, so get ready for that one, Matt.
Good. It's an important detail of the show.
Gotta bring it up every time. One of these days, he's gonna forget to put a baseline over that.
The finale. He's still getting residuals off of us watching his show, so I think it's only fair that we shame him.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Exactly.
That's a shaming. That's a shaming.
Like. Speaking of that, I also forgot that we were doing that today. Like when I remembered sooner than right now, but when I remembered today was DrawBomb day, it all came back to me. I'm like, oh yeah, I got multiple things to do.
Mm-hmm.
Responsibilities.
I always know when you're watching the episode.
How do you know?
Yeah, I have my ways.
Yeah.
I have a keen eye into your going-ons, and also you post the screenshots in the Discord server.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't blow you guys up.
No, I love it every time. I'm always happy to see it.
I have most of my Discord notifications off on my phone just for the sake of like
Same.
having a way to unplug.
Yeah.
In some ways.
No, it's always good to have that.
Thought, yeah. For a while, I was feeling kind of overwhelmed by my phone, so I kind of separated a few things. And it's good.
I can feel that way. I can feel overwhelmed at times, so I totally get it.
But so I don't know if when I post those, if somebody's phone is going like because mine doesn't. So I sometimes forget what other people are dealing with.
I definitely have what Discord notifications I get limited. Only specific ones like notify my phone, but I still have access to my Discord if I need.
Yeah,
it.
I have access. I have to like seek it out.
Yeah.
Unless I'm on my computer, then it just comes up, obviously. But I like it that way.
So I'm back in the coding
The other
lessons. Whoops, so go ahead. No, you go first.
Real quick, my thing's fast. The other night when I popped in on you guys, I bumped it by accident. I was trying to do a little peekaboo. I don't know if you ever do those where you like see somebody streaming something, you want to look.
Yeah.
I was still headed home from work, and I accidentally joined. So I said hello to you guys, but then I came home and immediately passed out. So that's what happened there.
Ah, that's a-okay. I know how it goes, but that's funny.
What about coding?
Oh yeah, I have my subscription back
Tylenol with
on
coding?
to my coding website. So I've been doing those lessons.
Cool.
When I got the subscription, I reset my progress on everything. And I
Oh, really?
oh, oops. One monitor's getting my monitor's got a fidgety power cable. One sec. Okay. Anyways,
Start from scratch, huh? Surprise.
Not like the whole website. Like I have my levels, I have all my items because like they have like this level and item system and stuff. But like I reset my progress on all the lessons, and started from scratch on those at least. And my second time, well, it's not my second time going through everything. I have actually done the first 2 lessons a lot, just over and over again a lot of times, just to kind of like really get everything to sink in. And to like try out new methods of like solving puzzles once I like learn additional stuff and this, that, and the other. And so now I'm in the more advanced lessons that maybe I had just recently completed, or that like maybe I kind of got through, by luck, or maybe not fully grasping what I just like done, kind of like going through the motions or like using the help provided to get the answers and stuff like that. And this time around, I feel like I'm understanding it a lot more, so that's cool. I feel like I'm really kind of grasping the concepts.
That's a real thing, I think. If I'm ever like, I notice in my life, there's the occasional thing that I struggle a lot with when I'm learning the concept initially. But I like push through and then go away. And then if I come back and have to relearn it, it goes much easier the second time.
Yeah. Things kind of become clearer.
Like, you retain some things and then as you're like relearning them, you're kind of looking at them from like you have a good baseline and I don't know, but I've had that as well.
Cool. Yeah. So that's been very encouraging, sort of, and everything kind of makes me feel more excited to kind of continue the lessons. I think it was maybe a good thing I gave my brain a break from all of that and sort of focus on other aspects for a moment.
Probably. Cool. Well, I'm glad you're back at it. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. I've been learning with my like new sort of grasp on a lot of stuff. I think I'll be able to sort of recode at least the back end sort of aspect of the bomb draw application. Not so much the front end stuff, like the way it looks in the interface and how it like runs through certain things, but like how it processes randomization and stuff like that, I can sort of reconfigure it in a way that I will be able to modify it better.
Okay.
And I feel a lot more confident in my ability to sort of do that, because like the way the like AI that like I sort of had helped me structure a lot of the stuff and like solve the problems I didn't have like the understanding of yet. The AI just writes really hard to sort of decipher code sometimes, because it's not written in a way that maybe just makes sense for me because I'm not as experienced, but I don't know. It's hard to understand. It's hard to process. I think I can make it easier and simplify it and like kind of make it more human readable. And if I
Brother,
can
are we
manage
talking
that,
bomb draw 2.0 right now?
we're talking bomb draw 0.7, I would say. I've sort of thought of the classification system, like with those version numbers. I've always like wondered, like maybe how do you choose what number you're on, you know? And in my mind, I've come up with maybe a system that I would use for things like bomb draw and stuff like that. So like 0.0 to 0.5 is something in progress that maybe doesn't fully function yet, in whatever varying degree, obviously. 0.5 is a working alpha. It's like, it functions. Maybe it's not perfect. It's not all the way that what I would hope it would be. It's
Oh, we're halfway there.
we're halfway there.
Oh, living on a prayer.
And then once you hit 0.8, now we're in like beta, where it's like we're really testing it out and making sure it's like finished, but otherwise it's looking like we're good. And then 1.0 is obviously release.
Okay.
That's kind of my coding structure I'm doing in my mind.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm excited to see it grow. I think it serves its purpose, but you know, if you want to make it better, that's exciting.
I always do.
I want to do a drawing stream. One of the issues I had in the past doing one, it's not a big issue, it's like easily solvable, but coming up with quick prompts would help me so much at keeping the ball rolling. Because it's like I have a lot of dead air of me being like, all right, what's next? And then I'm like scrolling, trying to figure it out, and like it's just boring to watch, and I think it kills the momentum. And I wish I had something that I could just be like fire another one off and start doing it.
Yeah. If you want,
and I haven't quite found the solution to that.
For bomb draw, I set it so that it'll actually copy and paste every single individual like prompt that it like kind of scrolls through. It'll paste that in like the console log window. So if you want, I can just have it run a few times and send you like 150 prompts or something like that you can choose from.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Pick up on that. Oh no.
Great job.
Thank you.
Great job. Thanks.
Give me one moment. I was hungry, so I got popcorn. One sec.
That's all right. Enjoy your popcorn. You deserve it. It's
I'm
not
a habitual
it's not
snacker.
a DrawBomb after dark, but it's fine. I'll allow you to eat snacks.
I'm a snacker. I can't help myself. Anyways, I built bomb draw in Python. And it's not as simple as sending you like a .exe and you running that to make it run for you.
Right.
I have to send over a whole bunch of bullshit.
Right.
So it's not the most portable.
It's okay. I think you can send me the list of 100 or 1,000 or whatever in a text file, and that'll be plenty.
Yeah, but what I do actually want to make a
different
version of bomb draw that like other people can use. I think it'd be kind of cool to like make a version that people can just download and use and like share. I also thought about maybe making certain like once I really get into it, like making it updates to it where it's like you can choose like categories, like help me draw a creature, and it'll like narrow down the category of like possible prompts it'll choose or something like that.
Yeah.
I have a whole bunch of ideas like that.
That'd be awesome.
So, you know, but in order to do that, I'd have to code it in a different language, which actually isn't that hard anymore. Most things transfer over pretty easily, I would say. There's a couple of extra things here and there, but overall, coding structure works very much the same. It's all if loops, while loops, for loops, or shit like that. It's just their own way of like the syntax of writing it. And so I could hopefully... What's up?
Little quick interrupt. We're at 10 p.m. So wrap it up in the next, like, 5-ish minutes if you can.
I am finishing.
I'm still coloring
right
myself.
Now.
But anyways, go on. Sorry to interrupt.
Anyways, if I were to put it in a language that I can like package into a .exe, that'd be cool. And then I could put it on like GitHub and people could download it and use it. And it'd be kind of like a little thing to help out any artist who just wants some shit to draw.
I like that idea.
Yeah. But that's gonna be a bit.
That would be one of them.
That shit yet.
Be one of those artists.
There's a part of like the coding website has these like projects that you have to work on that are like external from the coding website. You have to like sort of put it together in your own CLI is what they call like the coding interfaces that you work on, or you can also work in a what's it called? No, the CLI is the one version, and then the other version is an IDE. The CLI is like a command line interface, so it's like the command prompt window if you were to hit that on your computer.
Yeah.
And then a IDE is like an integrated development and that's basically more of like a platform made to like make coding like working in like a proper program or something like that. So you have to like kind of build these projects in that. So I'm wondering if the coding website will kind of help teach the process of packaging software into sort of a more portable and distributable format. I'm wondering if that'll kind of play into that project lesson.
That'd be nice if it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice if it did.
Because I would love to do that. I would love to make BombDraw an application that I can distribute and like let other people use to figure out what shit did they want to draw.
I think you'll be able to get there. I think, for now, just keep working on the thing itself. If you're feeling like it.
Yeah.
But I like it so far. It's fun. It works pretty well in like a kind of a surprises me, but also gives decent prompts.
Every once in a while. Today was a tough one.
Every once in a while.
Last week we got.
Right. Last time it was like locked in.
Yeah, for real. I was really feeling it like with BombDraw.
Oh, BombDraw was cooking with those ones, you know.
Cooking, you know what? Maybe it's not even like a version 0.5 right now. It might be a 0.3 with, because I upgraded it to a 0.5 version when I saw the prompts it was given last week. But now I'm changing my mind.
You've been demoted.
That's right. There were bugs in their system. Anyways.
Boy, I need to hurry up.
I am almost done with my coloring. It's kind of sloppy.
Mine's a little sloppier than I want it to be, but
I'm excited about this coding.
excited.
Shit.
I'm glad it's back.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad it's back too.
It's a fun little addition for the stream.
I tried to integrate sound into it so it would play the WoW sound by itself and like do all the sound effects for me instead of me having to kind of sync it up with the soundboard. But Python, I guess, is not super supportive of sound, or like I have to do some weird bullshit to make sound happen. So when I switch it over to whatever new software I'll develop it on, then I'll add sound. As an option. I'll make it like you can mute it if you want, because obviously some people might not want that. I also
Owen Wilson and The Price is Right theme song.
Yeah. I also.
Why wouldn't they want that? I don't understand.
I don't get it. I also
They don't deserve BombDraw.
I had it shoot. Yeah, they can fuck off. I had it shoot confetti. I added a confetti effect to it.
That's fun.
But I couldn't make the confetti turn off, and it would stack. So
Just break your computer with confetti.
it would just really start like you couldn't even read the prompt anymore after like 3 clicks. Like it was so much confetti. So
That's pretty funny.
yeah.
I don't see the problem.
All right, I'm calling it here. I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay, I'm gonna hurry up.
I think C+ or C# or C++. I might try and make bomb draw on one of those.
I don't know anything about it, but I've heard good things about. I think C++.
Basically, I'm learning more about the differences between these coding languages, and it's interesting. Definitely, one of the more interesting things was the difference between, God, what's the terminology? Jesus. Like compiled coding languages, like everything but Python, as far as I'm aware, and then, I don't know, it's iterated, or it's a word that like means like interpreted. The fucking that interpreted languages.
It does mean that. You're right.
Python's an interpreted language. And the difference basically is when you run Python, it starts from the top line. You open the program and it starts from the top line of code and just goes down as it needs to go. And that's an interpreted language, is it just like runs as soon as you open it. No matter like how much you change the code inside of it, you know, it will just run when you hit start.
Okay.
Whereas basically like everything else, as far as I can tell, I don't know what else is an interpreted language yet, but most other ones are compiled languages, which means when you change the code, you have to first compile it, which means it's got to run through all of the code, and if it notices any bugs or nothing works or like doesn't compute, it's going to stop compiling and you have to fix it. But otherwise it's going to compile. It has to run through everything and then package it all together before you can run it. If you change anything, obviously if you compile it once and you haven't changed anything, you can run that compiled version again.
Okay.
But it has to do that compilation process first. And like I said, if it encounters any bugs or anything like that, for the most part, it's going to stop the compiling process and make you fix it first. Whereas with like an interpreted language like Python, that thing's gonna make you since it's running from the code right away, if there is a bug in the program, it's gonna run into that as you run into it, and then you're gonna have the program crash right then and there.
Okay, so it's like kind of just like how it reads through what you've built.
Yeah.
In the order it does that.
Yeah, basically. Like they all start from top to bottom. But basically one has to sort of like process everything before you're allowed to run it, whereas one kind of runs it live.
Okay. One says fuck it, we'll do it live.
Exactly.
The other one just, just pulls from the code. Okay. I understand. I learned something today.
Yep. And the compiled ones are easier to send to people because you've compiled it.
That makes sense.
I think.
It's probably true.
Makes sense
All right,
to me.
I have one more thing to do and then I'm done.
The soundtrack I've been listening to tonight for DrawBomb has been Pizza Night in Italy.
Oh, that's like our played up soundtrack.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Songs to listen to while you cook a pizza.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. We're cooking with this show.
We really are. And anybody who disagrees can go to hell.
Also, there's just like a lot of nice classical music on here, and like kind of good for the brain. Makes me feel thoughtful and ready to go.
I like the classical musics.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Am I calling it?
You ready?
Hold on. Hold on. All right, I'm calling. We're good.
I'm listening to the Barber of Seville.
That's a new one?
Yeah, dude, it's that new mixtape that dropped, Barber of Seville.
I know that song. What is that song? Which one is that?
No, no,
Like,
no, no.
I can.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Yes.
No, 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 no,
That's what it
no,
is.
no.
Distinct images of Bugs Bunny
as a barber.
doing Elmer Fudd's hair or lack thereof.
Yep. That's the
Let's see
one.
these drawings.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, let's jam. Whoa, you probably have it spot on.
I feel pretty good. I
know
charred the Zard.
I debated
Whoa.
making him chubby. I debated making him chubby and giving him stubby legs like that. I debated it for so long.
Yes, and it's correct. That part I'm sure of. He's kind of.
Damn it.
I might have squished mine a little too much, but he is kind of squashed down like
I
that.
could have done the right answer, but I thought I was being wrong.
I like it. I like yours. He looks like. Sorry. Shit. I didn't know you had someone here. I feel like I barged in. I'm just here to grab my things. I'm gonna get out of your hair. Sorry. I feel like you walked in on something. Is what your Charizard looks like.
I considered making him angry, but I wanted to see if I could draw just his face. Let's
see what the real Charizard looks
you
like.
probably nailed it. I feel like you.
I'm feeling
spot
pretty
on.
good.
I'm confident.
I think he's a little too squished, but he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Right, you ready for this?
I'm ready. I think his wings are wrong, but that's okay. Kind of didn't have the room to fully go full wings. All right. I
Crushed it.
wing color's wrong.
Yeah. You fucked up.
Other than that, pretty dead on. I
Yeah.
gave him thumbs, which he doesn't have. I also will admit the angle I drew his head saved me because I don't know what to do with the back of his head, and I didn't know he had the two things. I was trying to draw like the cone, like what you have. But because of the angle I drew him at, it could be correct. Like you wouldn't know.
So he has.
This is probably the closest I've ever gotten,
got
though.
two little
to,
spikes on the back of his
Pokemon.
head. I guess you're right.
I only drew one, but
He does have two.
he has two, like little
He's a little fork. He's a
little
pitchfork.
antlers.
Antlers is more accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, I got pretty close though.
Well,
I forgot to draw his Dockers. The wings, I got the color
you
wrong on the
put his
wings.
Jeans on, dog. I also here I gotta post one. real
Mine's
quick.
squashed like he's about to launch. Like this is the frame right before he takes off. If you're animating him about to like.
Yeah, he's about to fly.
Yeah.
Real quick, I'm gonna post this. I'm just gonna blatantly steal this from somebody on Twitter. Here it's Charizard.
This is the next evolution when he evolves, when he does a merge evolution with a chair.
Mm-hmm. This is
That's something they should do in Pokemon.
Kanto region.
That would be a good way to cash in on nostalgia and also make something new, is to make a version of Pokemon that where the new Pokemon technology where they evolve with each other.
Mm.
And then you get little half and halves.
They do
Think about
fusions
that.
like that one Pokemon website.
Yeah, I would like that. Let's do that. Game Freak, go ahead.
Give me some Pure Poke Fusions. Come on.
We don't need 1,000 more Pokemon. Just, whatever. I guess new ones are fun too, if you're gonna do that.
Here's
Or just work with what you have. Who cares? You don't need to make new ones anymore. You've made too many.
So we're confident that we're done with like the Charizard evolution line of
Yes.
I'm gonna
Oh. Well, there might be more that they've added, but we're doing the original 150.
that's what I'm asking. Like we're done with those, right?
There's like a dark Charizard that exists. He's like black. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, so ones that are canon to the game. that aren't just shinies is the Mega X Charizard. That's a pretty cool one. The Mega V.
Yeah. Are the Mega X ones? There's Mega Y.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. V. Y is what I meant. X and Y, those are like canon evolutions, but it's like a special kind of evolution. They also added the Gigantamaxing thing, which they turn into like basically like kaiju versions of themselves, and their design changes a little bit. They did that in the last, or one of the last games.
Huh. And then
fun designs, I guess, but
yeah, you know,
I don't know. What do you do with it after all these years?
Right.
Leave it alone, maybe.
Start
but they say no
property.
to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are the Charizards.
Ian, do you have anything to plug?
Soft candy.
Plugging yourself with candy?
I'm plugging myself full of candy.
All right, I'll go first. Check out That's a Shame on all podcast spots. It's Seinfeld related, so if you like Seinfeld, you'll love this, or if you like us, you'll love this. If you don't like either of those things, stay far away. Check out my Instagram, BM Chaps, is where I post a lot of art stuff. I've kind of been not using it for a minute. It's kind of sat there like a dried up husk. But I've gone back to posting again a little bit. I'll probably fall out of that, as I often do, but I'm doing it right now, so check that out if you like that stuff. And then finally, tomorrow, instead of WoW Bomb, we're going to be doing Mass Effect. I'm going to do it. I'm going to play through that game.
Excited.
I've rigged up a bunch of fun stuff that, if it works, should be fun to watch.
I'm so thrilled. I love it. It's so fucking funny.
I'm going to start the game over because I played like one session before, and I'm gonna start scratch.
Your
So check that out tomorrow
Shepherd cracks me the fuck up.
Yeah, I had fun rigging it all up, and then I just barely used it. So we're gonna finally do the thing. I'm gonna try to play all the games. Well, at least I don't know, the ones that are in this storyline for sure. First 3, I think. I don't know.
Something like that, yeah.
That's all I got. How about you?
Watch that stuff. Watch the Mass Effect stream. His Commander Shepard puppet cracks me up. The talking mouths frames are also hilarious. Him on the phone cracks me up. It's all good. Watch it. You won't regret it. Aside from that, check out DrawBomb Alive on YouTube. Check out DrawBomb, the channel on YouTube. Check out DrawBomb Plays on YouTube. Matty F's got something coming out on DrawBomb Plays pretty soon. So check those out. Other than that, check out iannewton.me for my art, my music, and also a webcomic we used to do back in the day. And that's a shame, as he said. Gosh, that's everything. Bye.
Oh, we really did plugs this time. We usually kind of just like, nah, I got nothing. Bye.
We
really got into it,
man. We know the game now.
Yeah, we've been practicing our plugs lately.
You know, we ain't.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everyone.
We're fading out
Bye.
now. Bye. We're almost gone.
Well, they're excited to see us go.